Good evening, and welcome back to Hall of Fame College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins, about to have Coach Ricks and a special guest in here as well. So before you forget, smash the red subscriber button, like our videos, and don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss one moment of Hall of Fame College Football. Let's see what we got. We've got 6 people in here right now. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're here, folks. Not seeing anybody yet. All right. What's up? What's up? Comanche Sooner. It looked a little better. Man. It's good to see it. You guys see it's popping up at the bottom there. That's good. See how that works out for tonight. Welcome into the show. Guys, I got to say, though, kind of hating this idea that, or feels like scared money sometimes with Coach V, and it's kind of concerning me a little bit moving forward. Some of these guys are going to want you to, the guys that you're trying to get, they're going to be wanting you to have a little bit more killer instinct than what it feels like you have sometimes. But we'll talk about that as Coach Ricks gets in here. And, okay, welcome in Steve Rollo, Sooner Legend Podcast. Sooner Cowboys, Danny. What's up, fellas? It does suck. To do that. Biggie, you spending the university's money for him? Yeah. I mean, he's probably not going to be at Indiana. My guess is he's not going to still be at Indiana for very much longer. Steve B, ATX. Here we go. What's up, my man?
What up? I hear you good now.
Good. Yeah. Can you see me now?
Let me get out of here. Let me see something real quick. Okay, I see you now. I'm still good, right?
Yeah, I got you. Welcome into the show, everybody. This is the ATX Sooner. I don't know how many of you guys have been watching them. I've been watching them for the last couple of months, enjoying the content. We thought we'd invite him on. He's been popping into the stream, man. Appreciate you coming in.
Oh, man, appreciate y'all for having me, man. Big fans. Y'all are killing it, man. I like the real talk you guys bring to the table.
A little raw.
Hey, that's what I like. That's what we need. We don't need that pity pat BS. We need that real talk from us. We can't always get it right. So, we need to let them know when it's wrong, So that's what helps the program grow, I feel.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I started to talk about. I'll just wait on ATX and Coach Ricks to get in here. But I'll tell you, I got really pissed when this happened too. When in that third quarter, whenever he takes a timeout and then decides not to go for it on fourth down, I'm like, bro,
man, that's one of those year one mistakes. Like that's one of those year one mistakes where he was making those mistakes very often, and it's like, all right, year one, we'll give him that pass. Then we started a little bit year two. Year two was a little better than year one, I'd say. But
right. He still did it against Okie Light, though. And, so it always seems to pop its head up at the wrong time. And to me, I don't know what you're being tentative about. To me, scared money don't make money. And you're losing games anyway. So what are we waiting on? I just don't understand why it doesn't make sense to me, man. It just doesn't make sense.
It's similar to there's really no explanations for it, honestly. You've been coaching for what, 20 plus years now at this point,
30.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm 30 years old. You've been
right. Long enough. And the thing is the way that he plays defense, he'll send a blitzer from anywhere and expose himself on the back end doing it because he knows sometimes, hey man, there's just sometimes that you got to take chances in this game. And he knows how to do that. But you have to be just as, I think the more aggressive you are, there can be some times that, you need to, I didn't think it was very smart to go for it on fourth down early in the game. I think they should have taken a field goal. But at that point, and I don't think that I necessarily, and, Chris and I kind of got at each other on that last show a little bit about this, is I wasn't saying that you had to go for it. I was saying if you're going to take a time out there, come out with a fucking play.
Or how about on third down? If we know we're going to go for it on fourth down, let's have that play ready then.
Yeah. It should already be there. It should already be there. You're right. That's right, man. Coach Ricks is on the way, man. I'm sorry about that.
Oh yeah, no, and just to let your audience know, man, I'm just a typical fan here, guys. I'm not an ex-coach, I'm not a coordinator, never done none of that stuff. We've played the game before, of course,
When
but
you play or you watch it, I mean, the people that think that you have to have played at the highest level or whatever to be able to talk about football. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they don't know coaching. I mean, look at the best coaches in the league. Never played it really like that, not at the highest level. So
facts.
But I don't hold myself to those. I don't put myself on. Yeah, I don't hit. Yeah. I know I'm a mess up here and there. I'm just opinionated all the way. But
do that.
I see what I see.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think. This is what we do on our show, anyways. Is we talk about what we feel and what we see. And look, if you're an Oklahoma fan, there is a set of standards that you all go by. And listen, I'm not the guy that's probably more of a sunshine pumper than anything else, if you really want to be truthful. But what I've seen in the last month is not making me happy. Not at all. I've been to a couple of games that cost money.
Yeah.
I went to the damn Red River game and about died because it was hot in the water. Oh, bro, it was a rough one. I've been to 5 of those, and it seems like it got progressively worse every time because the Cotton Bowl just ain't it anymore.
Man, that's like the oldest stadium in the nation, isn't it? Like
one of them. It's definitely one of them. Welcome into the show, Coach Ricks, co-host of the Sooner Post Game. This is the ATX Sooner coach.
What's going on, my guy? What's going on?
Good. How you doing, man? Good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man. Damn it. What a damn day.
I got a question for y'all though. I mean, because it's a lot of doom and gloom, in the community right now. But I feel, and I'm Mr. Positive over here for the most part, but I feel like Joe John Finley did a great job calling plays. Now, did he make some questionable play calling? Of course, yeah, he did, but for the most part, he did what we know he's trying to perfect what works. He's not trying to keep doing what's known not to work all year. I'm happy with the play calling.
I thought it was better, but I'm going to pass this one to Coach Ricks. When we talked a little bit about that with how you got to stack plays on what your foundation that you start. Any offense, this is what you do. And Coach Ricks has been an overseas head coach as well, so I'll pass that one on to you.
Where do I start? You have to have things. I'm going to tell you right now, they had Joe John did a great play calling job today, but they had Jackson Arnold handcuffed. He could not audible out of any plays because I was begging and pleading when you have your defensive end 3 yards outside the tackle, blitzing down. If that left tackle or right tackle is not tapping his left ass cheek, just telling that guy, this guy's 3 yards outside of me, run that damn ball off my left ass cheek. I'm gonna get 5-6 yards every damn time. And I'm hollering at the TV like, you better not throw this damn ball. So you got to have at least 4 or 5 plays that methodically that you can run regardless of whatever happens. At least 4 or 5. Now, here's my biggest thing. Why in the hell are we doing a bubble screen with a damn tight end?
That was my next question.
Why are we doing a bubble screen with a... That's just one thing. You march all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Either lately, I don't know what's going on with Bauer.
Man, you march your ass all the way down to the 10-yard line, first down, and you do a damn backwards throw to the tight end to try to do a double pass. You get sacked.
9 times today. 9 times.
They have yet to stop the outside run. Jason, we talked about this a few days ago. Why in the hell do we handcuff our own offense with shit that works? They was running on the edge to hold. They have a 230-pound defensive end. We have a 330-pound tackle on one side 310 on the other side. Run that damn ball down their throat.
Mm-hmm.
Make them commit to. It just hurts my heart, man, to see this game go the way it went today, because there was a chance that we could have won this game.
Well, they should have won the game. They were winning the game, and their second half adjustment wasn't made. That's one thing I'll have to say about Lane Kiffin. It's been a while since you've actually seen Lane do it, but he made an adjustment, and it looked like to me like the other side did. Now, I want to piggyback off of what ATX was saying. I do think that they were building off of something, though. At least they were running Levy's playbook, and it looked like something we've seen before.
Yes.
Because the rest of it was the marriage between these two distant cousins that, that's always bad whenever you inbreeding. So bad. So at least, and look, 14 points ain't enough either, but you saw Jackson looking a little more confident in what he was doing. He got the ball out. He ran the ball pretty well. They did run the ball pretty good.
Yeah. The best game of the year when it comes to that. I mean,
they need to get better, though. They definitely got to continue to get better. And look, man, I don't know, but and that's where I was at on it, is I have a hard time with this kind of lack of killer instinct is what I've seen. It's like, what are we playing scared for? You don't have nothing else to lose. You're losing games anyway.
Is it the lack of leadership? Is it the lack of leadership on the offensive line?
Well, that's got to be part of it.
We don't have.
I mean, it got to be. It got to be.
We don't have.
Everybody's new up there,
Yeah.
I feel like, and going back to that comment that I was saying, on your last stream about the Bill Beatonville power line, So like I understand, we've been recruiting very well on the offensive line,
They're not playing
but yeah, that's the problem, like these don't think these recruits can't enter the transfer portal if they see that the guys in front of them aren't performing and they're not getting a chance to at least try to do a better job.
Yeah.
And with the power line thing, I just feel like that's a good way to be consistent going forward, with recruiting. Just have something that they can all get behind, just like Coach Bates with the defensive side. That power line that had everybody. I'm pretty sure that single thing alone is what made people say, Nigel Smith, oh yeah, I'm gonna join David Stone. Jackson coming too. Oh yeah, we finna be the power line this year. If we can get that same thing on offense yearly, I don't think we have to worry about this no more. And I will say, I feel like next year,
in the recruiting part, but I think where he screwed up was in the portal this year. I don't think that. Yeah. First off, that's a hard place to live, right? Yeah. That's a tough place to live. Is in the portal when you're trying to live there for the linemen on either side of the ball.
Yeah,
I think that's the hard part, but. The guy, I think it's about time that you need to start, instead of depending on guys because they've already been starters or what. I don't care about that. Let's let these guys that have you've got guys now that they're redshirt freshmen or whatever, play them
exactly.
Play them. And the same thing goes with these Isaiah Autry-Dent, man. We're talking 6'6", 320. And he's healthy now. Put his ass in it. Why didn't you put him in there whenever Big Sexy went down today?
Yeah.
So how do you so with going forward, right? So going into Maine and then obviously Bam, who the rest of the teams we have to play this year. How do you feel about, giving those young players that opportunity to mess up in a live action game so they don't have to do it next year? We can start them now. Am I tripping for that? Is that just a fan wanting to be a fan, or as a coach, does that sound like a good idea too? Let them mess up while the season's pretty much down the drain.
At this point, I think you need to get them time to get them battle tested a little bit. And on top of that, I would say that, well, here's one thing I know with whatever was going on with Seth, we're hearing lots of things that he was kind of a dictator on who was playing at every position, not just the quarterbacks, not just this. He was telling Beatonville even who he had to play, which is unheard of.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy,
right? But so, to me, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Sooner Cowboys, damn good and well you weren't calling for Caden Durham whenever they got Taylor Tatum. Knock that shit off.
Here's the point, guys, that nobody wants to address. is that we have depth for everything that we have.
That's right.
Every
Shawty's right.
play, every position, there's somebody there that can play. The best lesson for young guys is to put them out there and let them learn from mistakes. We're already making mistakes. Put them out there and let them learn from mistakes. You might be surprised of what you might get out of that person. We didn't find who was the guy that left to go to Missouri last year?
Caden Green.
Okay. We didn't know how good he was until somebody got hurt and we threw his ass in there.
Exactly.
And then he started to, and then we thought we lost a great thing. My point is that there today I didn't see no talking on the offensive line. Most of the time you see offensive lines pointing who they gonna get, who they gonna do this, who's gonna do that, who's coming, who's not. That's something as a coach. And like I try to tell people, I was telling Legend earlier, is that I watch a different game than what most people watch. I don't watch the skill players. I don't watch the quarterbacks. I watch the O-line, the tackles, the centers. Are they making the right moves? Are they making the right? Are they reading the right reads? Are they going to the right, stepping to the left? Are they stepping back? A lot of these guys, men, are young, but we're handcuffing them because they're so scared to make a mistake. And when they make it, what happens? They get pulled.
Yep.
And somebody else
that
comes
doesn't
in.
help either.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help the confidence. Doesn't help the guy that comes in next because he knows if I make a mistake, they're gonna pull me. So that old saying, "You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't."
Yeah. And Sooner Cowboys, you gotta quit lying. You gotta quit lying. First thing, he ain't better. He's playing behind.
No.
He's playing behind a better damn offensive line.
Look,
but he's not better, dude.
Taylor
Tatum is a player, man. And look, I want him to hold on to the ball too. I don't give a shit about his pass blocking. Nobody else is pass blocking either.
We have yet to see the complete OU offense until our receivers come back. Nobody's scared of us going deep. Yeah. So yes, they're gonna today. Jason, what happened was they blitzed an A and B gap, had the defensive ends 3 yards outside the tackles, and they blitzed outside, blitzed in the middle to where Jackson had nowhere to go. Mm-hmm. That's why I was saying that tackle has to be yelling at the quarterback. Excuse my language. Run that bitch off my left cheek. if you go over there, slap shit out of him. Slap shit out of him and BV. Run that bitch off my left cheek. The guy is 3 yards outside of me. And as a coach, if a player come tell me something that he see and I run it and that shit works, I know I got a great player that sees the field the way I see the field. You got to trust your players and stop handcuffing them. Jackson Arnold
made a couple of runs today too. Taylor did that. Yes, man. He looked like he was stopped on a couple of plays and found a way to get first downs on him. He was. Look, man, he's not the problem, folks.
No,
not at all.
I don't really see them getting a new offensive line coach unless the new OC does.
When Taylor Tatum gets it down, he's going to be a problem for everybody in this league.
He wasn't even there for spring. I mean, he wasn't an early grad or anything like that. He didn't get there till the summer, and he's already the best guy in the room.
The biggest transition from high school to college, the game gets faster. But then as you get older, the game gets slower because you see the whole field. A lot of these guys are still bright-eyed. They've never been here before. So when they get out there and see this, man, it's the first time doing this. So it's not as easy as everybody think it is. And I get so sick and damn tired of people on the couch talking about what they can do, how they can call it and do this. Set your fat ass down somewhere, man. Jason know how I get when people talk crazy outside their damn mouth about playing this game.
Cowboys is you got to stop, bro. He played at Longview,
dude. You know how good that program is. They ain't playing scrubs. They ain't playing scrubs.
Trent came from there.
So I had a guy on my podcast, man. He was like, well, if we just make up some play, you can't make up plays and make them work if you don't know, if nobody else knows the damn play.
Yeah, that's a program that's won national championships, Sooner Cowboys. You do know that, right?
Sooner Cowboy, I'm gonna tell you, 18 sacks in 2 games. Do you want to know why? They're blitzing the A and B gap, and they're outside. The defensive ends are rolling outside. It's forcing the quarterback to roll up.
For him, right? Do you not have to have a check that you should be going to? It's
yes,
an easy read.
That's why nobody's talking. I'm telling you, like I just said, run that bitch off my left cheek. It'll solve all that. Because think about it, Jason. If the defensive end is 3 yards outside the tackle, and I run off your left cheek, he has no choice but to blitz outside, because that's the reason why he's 3 yards outside.
Sure.
Yep,
it is very hard for a 310-pound kid to move lateral.
Yeah, it is.
That's hard as hell. Run that bitch off my left cheek.
Those 310 dudes are coming through you.
No, so run. I always tell my players, run where they blitz. It's hard to stop and continue to get back to that full speed. So we're making it hard on ourselves, man. We had 100 and some odd yards rushing at halftime. And all the sacks killed the rushing average, because man, look, I'm hot as hell. I had to get me a drink after that game, Jason. You know, I don't even drink.
I couldn't even get mad after that game, because one, I didn't expect.
I don't think
any of us really. Yeah, I don't think any of us expected to win out of that. We didn't expect much out of the offense. I feel like if you're an Oklahoma fan and you expect anything out of this offense this year, you're just hurting yourself at this point, you know. But I think that since the expectations were so low, the outcome of this game, I wasn't able to get mad at it, you know.
Let me ask you guys a question. Is it still time to go hire a great name for OC?
Yes.
Or did Joe John do enough to see? Let's see how you finish the season out.
No. We need somebody in here. We need somebody. Preferably not.
Before, man. He's never done it before either.
Yeah.
Jason,
we don't need that. You ain't got time for that if you're Brent Venables. You don't have time.
Yeah.
I told Sooner Legend, I'll go into my 401k and I'll pay OU. Let me do one damn game.
Yeah.
Let me do one game. I'll get you 25 at least. One game. You got to have somebody on the sideline yelling and screaming when they saw that, man. I wasn't the only one that saw that game, to see the defensive ends that far outside. And the defensive tackle was in between the center and the guard. So there's nobody on the outside of the guard and nobody on the inside of the tackle. Why are we not running the ball in between there?
That C-gap wide open.
somebody gotta see that. And I know BV can't see everything, but that's when Bill got to go over there and slap shit out of Joe John Finley and say, hey, there's nobody guarding over my tackles or my guard. Run the damn ball.
So were they doing that the whole game, or did we make them do that because they had to respect the outside run?
All those sacks came because the defensive ends were 3 yards outside the tackles, and the tackles couldn't get out there laterally to block them, and they were just coming free will.
Yeah. And look, I mean, to be fair to Joe John, it's not his fault that it's like it is.
No,
necessarily.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Right? It's not his fault that it's like it is.
No.
He's never been a play caller before. Now, honestly, to be honest, I don't know why they made him the play caller now. They should have done that with Kevin Johns. He's won the damn Broyles Award.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
We got guys on the sideline, man, that are.
Isn't that right, Coach Freaks? I thought he may. That's why he didn't end up going with Elko or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
We have guys on the sideline that are analysts that can do the damn job.
Yes.
Why are we not giving them a chance?
Could have been involved in some of this shit too when they didn't have a quarterback coach. You know, he's a quarterback. I don't know. A lot of weird shit.
Are y'all mad?
It feels like you got a really hesitant Brent Venables right now in a lot of places, because either all this backfighting, all this shit that was going on within that room, within that side of the damn ball, no communication. It feels like if we all know the shit that's going on, even if you're hearing rumors or whatever you're hearing, and we've heard plenty, something ain't right. You gonna tell me that Brent doesn't know? Come on, man. Why did you wait this long?
Yeah.
It's hesitant.
Man.
And that's just not going to be. Look, at this point, 3 years in, it's time for you to step on somebody's throat and twist.
Hey,
don't be scared to do it either.
Hey, I'm gonna get fired then. Yeah, if I'm gonna get fired, I'm gonna get fired doing shit the way it's supposed to be getting done. I won't get fired by just sitting there and watching. I mean, another bitch of mine. Sorry to say it, Kanai Walker is not a corner.
No, he is not. That dude never
not at all.
Freaking football.
He
ever.
gets beat every damn time. I'm a double move.
Oh, they picked on homie. They picked on him the whole second half.
All game, like all their big plays.
They saw his back and said, "We throwing it right there."
Eli Bowen's on that side. Let's throw it to the other side. Like
I'm like, damn, how do you get beat that bad to where you ain't even in the damn footage?
I love it, man. He was doing good with the first of the year too, but I don't know what it is. But he got something. They got exposed there, and you got to be better than that. I'm wondering where's Makari Vickers, where's Josiah, not Josiah,
exactly.
But where's Makari, where's Jacoby? These guys, these young guys that are stud athletes, and we know. Hell, even put Peyton Bowen at corner because he turns his head around and he can go with anybody. Because you got the other freshmen to put in the back.
Yeah.
It's like how are you so quick to when somebody messes up on offense, like you said, the offensive line, or if a running back fumble, they're out. They might not play the rest of the game. How can you not be that quick to make a change at cornerback if they get burned all the time? Maybe I don't know if it's a depth thing. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just a fan, but I mean,
hold on. Did y'all see Jay Balai getting his ass?
Though. Yeah. Oh, Jay.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Jay Balai he pulled him out of the ball game. He was trying to go. He was ready to go back in. Jay Balai grabbed him by the jersey. Get your ass back over here and put somebody else in. I'm like, man, look, we're all Jason, man. I don't know what we can do, man, to change this around. But I think once we get some of our receivers back, man. Are we so complacent that we're just waiting for our receivers to come back to try to solve this problem?
I don't know.
What's the fix?
I wish I had
what's the fix?
Well, people are just blitzing because they know you cannot get no separation on from a receiver, but the play calling has to be different. If they're blitzing A and B gaps and outside blitzing, you can't run 10, 12-yard curls, 10, 12-yard posts. You got to run bubble screens to the damn receivers, not a damn tight end. Or we threw the ball to the back out of the backfield all damn game, the first half. Second half, we didn't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times Barnes ran over.
Adjustment. We're not seeing an adjustment there, and that surprises me. That now we're seeing it from Lane Whiffen and not from our guys. I don't get it.
Do we need an SEC OC?
We just need a really good OC. I think if you go get a guy like Colton Nickey at Penn State, you go get a guy like the guy at Oregon. I don't know why I just spaced his name right now, but he's a Texas guy. So he's going to still be able to recruit that. Hey, look, an SEC means Texas, Oklahoma now too. So you can go get somebody who's in this area right here, and they're going to be fine. He already recruits it well. Rashad Samples works with him there. And, Coach Samples is the coach there at Duncanville.
Receivers
his dad. So, look, I think that should be one of their top targets, no doubt. I like the guys at Indiana as well. I don't know. We've seen them do this once. I don't know shit about that. I don't, I like GJ Kinney a lot. And his guys.
What about the SMU guy? Casey
Love Brett Lashley. I don't think he's coming though. He's liable to win the ACC this year.
Yeah.
I like Red a lot though. I think, and he's got a good coordinator as well, but he pretty much calls all the plays. But that's who you need, is the guy that is that dude, the guy that calls all the plays, runs his own offense, because if we're seeing, look, I'm not telling you that I want to fire Brent Venables, because I don't want to fire Brent Venables, just so everybody understands that.
I'm not on that. I'm not on that.
Because
I'm not on that
20
level
years, we haven't seen a defense that could do what this defense does. And at some point, they're going to wear out because you ain't done shit on offense for weeks. So, look, what I did see today was at least a step in the right direction with some of what they were doing. It was something that looked noticeable. Hey, they started the jet sweep thing. I'm good with that, because maybe they add a vertical to it. This because you build, right? We'll see. They had to put something on film, so we'll find out. I do think that they're coaching for next year, though. I think they're coaching for next year for their next job, because I don't think that it ain't gonna.
They're not going to be here. Yeah, they're not going to be here.
No way.
What do you feel about?
You can if you're Brent, right? There's no way you can if you're Brent, because you can afford.
No, yeah.
You go 8 and you go 5 and 7 this year. 6 and 6, get your ass fired next year.
So how do y'all feel about? Okay, and I know this is a probably no chance in hell something like this will happen, just based off of our past, our last coach.
Yeah.
But you got somebody in Garrett Riley who took a SMU team, made him a number 13 offense in the nation, went to TCU, took them helped them get to the championship. Now he's at Clemson. He got them at a top 10 offense. He's shown that he can go from program to program and produce. Now, obviously, we know his big brother. We know that that's not, probably not going to happen. He can't come over here for Christmas, But what do y'all feel about a Garrett Riley? Do y'all think that would be a good hire, or is that just me, just stuck on Lincoln's offense?
They won't hire him.
Who, Lincoln?
No, Garrett. They won't hire him. They won't hire him because his brother.
No way.
Because I think that bridge is
Bud and Norman. That no way. No.
But I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even know if he would even consider the job either, though. He wouldn't even think about it.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would consider
wild people up there.
But I think the fan base. I'm seeing it a lot on Twitter. People are like, "Man, I wish we had Lincoln back."
No.
What would I say if OU loses to Maine next week? I'm not going to entertain that.
Not at all. Come on now,
man. Look, that's like playing a high school team, man. That's a whole different thing, man.
Stop it.
If that happens, BV might as well go ahead.
He's gone that day. If he
get beat by Maine, he can't make it to the locker room.
He won't make it out.
Exit that way. Yeah.
We're firing you retroactive to halftime, BV. Get the fuck out.
I think next week, some of these guys might get their confidence back.
Maybe.
And the reason why I'm saying that is that sometimes, man, when you play teams, you need that. I shouldn't say easy win, because no game is an easy win, but you need that opponent that you can go in there and run things on, and it works, but it builds the confidence. OU lost confidence today because when they were up 14-10 at halftime, when they came out, there was no excitement. There was no hooping, hollering. There was no nothing. You cannot come out and go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And then it goes from 14-10 to 23-10, and then the game's over. And that's all. I mean, so that's all it was. So
yeah. Sooner. Who was this that said this? I just missed it.
But I agree with you guys, what y'all said before I came in. 3 years in and still making bad time management.
Hey, Mark James, you must be one of the smart people not on Twitter, because they say it. They say it. You like Jerry Nix? I don't know, man. I think, look, they actually have some coaches from Georgia. They were smart. There's better candidates than these guys, man. That's all. And I like Kurt Signetti, but that's not who you're going after. You're going after his coordinators And I don't know that they run the whole thing. They have, in fact, there's 2 of them, and the one that everybody likes, Shanahan, not a quarterback coach.
No,
that's not a good thing.
You gotta, dude. I'm still saying it, Jason. I know you don't like me. I'm still saying Scott Frost. I'm still saying it because you get a quarterback coach, you get a damn good OC.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
See, I feel like with this
there's some sketchy
defense
stuff that went down with him. I think that they wouldn't probably entertain it at this moment.
But with the defense that we have, you can damn near put any SEC offense on this team, and it's gonna be. We might be undefeated right now. Like,
listen,
we just need a piece of offense.
They're close to as good as they were last year. Like, man, let's say they're top 20. Last year they were top 5, so that if they were top 20 though, they wouldn't have more than a loss.
Shit, damn, that top 60.
I'll show you that.
Anything but 120.
Man, you're not wrong. I mean, here, watch this. I'm gonna share the screen again. I hate this damn thing, but I'll show it again.
We couldn't throw the damn ball in the ocean and we was out there in the boat. I mean, that's how bad it is, man.
Couldn't hit water if you fell out of a fucking boat.
Dude, not at all. It's sad. It's so sad. So sad to see.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
When the Cowboy, man, you joking, right? You know
he's
that
trying.
Maine,
he's testing me to see if I'll kick his ass out of here. Is what he's doing.
know, Maine got beat by FCS school 65-0.
I'll tell you what, though, we better not go into this Maine game like we went into this Tulane game or the freaking who do we play after or Houston. I mean, we're not gonna lose that game, but we can't afford not to look good in this game. You know,
dude, we just terrible. Right. We just terrible on offense, man. It's I've never seen Oklahoma in the 100s on anything offensively.
Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Is it not? Is it all dark though?
Okay,
it's just on mine. I don't know why it's doing that, but okay. All right, so yeah, look at this, man. This is despicable, blasphemous. 128th in total offense. That means there's 5 fucking teams worse in total offense. 107th in scoring offense. 116th in passing offense. 114th in rushing offense. 112th in first downs. 129th in pass yards per completion. 132nd in yards per play. The fuck out of here. 90th in completion percentage. That's under the hundos. We're 48th in interceptions and 37th in red zone offense. So yeah, that's fucking terrible.
Terrible, man. I've been Oklahoma. If I'm 30, I've been an Oklahoma fan my whole life down here in Austin, and never in my lifetime have I ever seen that. Like,
no, it's not something you shouldn't ever see it. Who's the number 1 offensive coordinator out of the Oklahoma area? Nathan Campbell's asking me.
Kevin Wilson.
There you go.
He won the award, and they had the best offense in 08.
There it is.
Are you mad if he's the offensive coordinator next year?
Well, he's the head coach at Tulsa, so yeah, he's been that before. I don't think he and Brent are like besties or anything.
Here's the thing too on that. That
he's getting mad at Brent for banging up his offensive guys and shit like that. He didn't like it.
That offense worked back in 08. Do you think it'll work now?
It's the same thing that they've run. I mean, it's the same thing. A lot of them are running. You add to it. He was doing fine at Ohio State.
I'm not gonna lie. I would prefer to run the 08 offense right now. I wouldn't mind somebody getting under the center.
I rather run them. I can run the wishbone. Shit, I take that. Anything, anything than what we got right now, man. This is, honest to God, historically embarrassing.
Anybody a pass, Mac? Nobody's giving him a pass. And he, you know what? He won. You're saying this same shit for Blake? No, it isn't the same. Blake didn't win 10 games. He lost every game by 50 his second year. The hell are you talking about?
I gotta admit something though. I gotta admit it. because I am the person that you're talking to. I'm the person you're talking about. I'm the one that gives BV a pass because I do not count year one under BV.
That's Lincoln's loss. That's Lincoln's.
That's Lincoln's loss. I do not count. So if you're thinking about a BV team, you got to think about a 10-2, and then this year. I'm giving I can't judge a man for having one good year, one bad year. I need to know. I need more. I need to see more. And we know that if he has a good offensive coordinator, he's good. That's I'm giving him a pass. To me, I'm not out on BV.
He is 1-11 against. Hey, but you know what? A lot of those were in that first year.
Exactly. And who's gonna win in that? Who put Nick Saban out there? He's not winning with that team. That year one team was demolished. It was not fair to even.
And they weren't that good on damn defense before it gutted that side. You lost 2 5-star quarterbacks too. Plus,
on the Cowboy, come on now. He's
got to stop.
Look, man. They were a fumble away from beating a 13-0 Florida State the previous year. If Salchuk did not fumble that ball, they were running all over Florida State that 6 and 7 year. So Lincoln left just in time because Lincoln knew what he had. Lincoln knew he had 2 damn tube sticks, a mop and a bucket and some super glue. He knew that
they had five losses by 1 score.
Yeah.
4 of them were by like 3.
And not to mention, they got cheated. People also don't like to talk about. People don't like to talk about that 2022 team. That would have been Lincoln's first year having his full team out there. No Bob Stoops guys.
Hey,
just Lincoln.
JD, he didn't freaking make the schedule. You play who gets in front of you, and he beat Texas, who went to the playoff. Stop it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I don't think that his game management is on point either. I'm just telling you guys that. You guys know that. I said that already today more than once.
Mm-hmm.
And it concerns me that the dude, look, I don't care if you go for it right there. This is not the point I'm making. You don't have to go for it there on the 30 damn yard line. You don't have to do it. But you don't need a fucking timeout to make that choice. If when you take that timeout, you better come in with a play.
Man, that was one of those
I'm not a fan of that.
BV, you're better than this.
And this is where but I feel like this is where we're seeing that hesitancy on his part, and I don't like it. Because that's not what you need to do, man. You need to look. Everybody knows all coaches hate losing more than they like winning. Don't be afraid to lose.
Yeah.
Thank you. Stop playing to lose instead of playing to win. A lot of teams play not to lose instead of playing to win.
It's weird though, because on defense, he's so aggressive on defense that he plays defense to win.
That's the point I was making. Yeah. Earlier, I'm how are you going to send blitzes from anywhere and everywhere and expose yourself and knowing that it can get you burnt? Because you know it will. We've always been taught, throw to the damn blitzer. Run to the blitzer. If you're a receiver, you run to where that empty spot they just left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago too. Look, bottom line is you gotta. We know Kimberly K. We're not killing him. I'm just telling you that I'm worried here, and this is the kind of stuff that, man, the players see it. Do it.
This comparison that Oklahoma
right now, offensively, he has no comfort level. Coach says, "Coach, come in here. You can get in here anytime. You already know that you got that other link."
What other program has their top 6 receivers out? Offensive line is depleted. 2 freshman quarterbacks.
And those aren't excuses.
No, those aren't excuses. I'm just saying
on any team in America, in NFL, NCAA, it doesn't matter. Any team in America, who's winning with that?
So it's just unfortunate that this whole stigma of the way the offense is and team is on him, but the buck stops with him because he's the head coach. But sooner or later, man, you're gonna have to say, you know what, the hell with it. Let's go out here and just play because no one picks us to win. Go out here and just play and slang it. Do what you got to do.
Yeah,
we got too much damn offense, man. Too much damn talent on the damn field, man, just to be mediocre and playing like shit.
Yeah. And this raise that he got, you guys got to stop. That you realize what that was, don't you? I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
Okay, extra damn dollar.
It was $400,000 over the life of a 6-year deal. All they did was just take the 2 years that he already went, add it to the back so that nobody was going to negative recruit him. They didn't even give him extra money. Cost of living.
Yeah, people got to kill it with that extension.
All that was. That's all that was, man.
I'm telling y'all, they can take the whole offensive staff, but Emmett Jones and B, they ain't going nowhere.
And I don't think they need to go anywhere.
I don't
Me
really
personally
go anywhere either.
Where
but
can you go and get the two best
is going to make that
staff
choice.
members?
If you're going to go get if you're going to go get that big guy that you're talking about, we're talking about a guy like Colton Ecke. If you're talking about a guy like, if you're going to go get the guy from Oregon, or you're going to chase after these guys that are already good programs. You want to go after the assistant head coach at Georgia. That's Mackey's been talking about that a lot. GJ Kinney. They're going to want to bring their own staff.
Hey, I've never said this, Jason.
What?
I wish I could put Sooner Cowboy in timeout. The offensive staff failed this year. Every single one. Emmett Jones losing 5 starting. How can Emmett Jones lose 5?
Like he hurt him. Like he went out there with a sledgehammer and hit him.
Damn genie. Right. Hurt.
That got him 10 minutes.
Come on, man.
That got him 10 minutes, bro. I've heard enough of him anyways.
And that's even crazy to say, because why would Emmett Jones want his 5 receivers?
Thank you. That makes
he wants a job. Like, come on now. You gotta think. You gotta be smarter than that.
I know we troll sometime and we say some shit sometime, man, that don't make no sense.
Mac.
But damn. Really?
Would you guys agree that once a O coordinator, if fired, the players and coaches are all unsure and have no confidence? Coach, come in to talk about this. Come in here, or I'll send you the other stream. But I'm gonna tell you something. Were you just in here whenever I put that damn thing on it? Let me put it back on the screen.
Yeah, you make this change. You're confident after that change.
This is just, these are just numbers, boy. It's just all this is. When you're 132nd in yards per play, and look, Coach, you had to have seen the South Carolina game where they not the best tight ends you got at blocking.
Yep.
The worst is one-on-one with All-Americans. Come on.
You a damn fool. Why are we having tight ends block the best defensive ends in the damn league?
Well, we're hearing stuff that I don't think he was excited about J.A. checking out of that play when he threw that touchdown to BT.
What's the freshman stud? What's the freshman stud tight end we have? Why aren't we seeing him?
Devon Mitchell.
Yeah, why aren't we seeing Devon Mitchell?
He's 17 still. I don't know.
He's too young.
He's not really ready, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Although he's been special, he's been practice team player of the week a couple of times, from what I understand.
But practice is practice, man. Game time is game time. That's a real big difference.
Well,
but you never know.
See this kid, right? He's 6'6", 250.
Yeah. No. What I'm saying by that is that there are some players that are damn good.
Having feet under
practice players, and then they get in the game and they suck. Then there's some people that terrible in practice, but then get in the ball game and shine.
Well, this is what we've been talking about with some of these other guys too.
Yeah.
That there's some guys that I don't understand what's going on with Ivan Carey, another 6'6" guy, because he's a freshman. He's not playing. Maybe he's practicing not well. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, if he's one of those guys that don't practice good, I want to find out what he does in games. And you're not putting him in.
Yeah, me too. Same. Like we got to find out who the gamers are.
High 4-star guy. There is a lot of chaos right now. There is, coaching, and they made the wrong move.
Hey, Mac, to answer your question, the reason why is that we had 5 returning wide receivers come back So why would we have all of our freshmen playing in the preseason when we got 5 returning receivers? That's why. But some people don't have those 5 returning receivers. They have freshmen in the off season, so they work all off season, so they know they are the number 1s or number 2s or number 3s. So that's the big difference.
Yeah, but there's seeing that happens. I mean, yeah, I wasn't great in basketball or baseball until your junior year. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of late bloomers, and I know that Devon isn't that guy. If he'd have been in this class, he was the number 1 player in California, and that's big. To be the number 1 player in the state of California means you're and as a tight end at that never happened. Never happened.
Well, it'll make your tight ends look good when you're doing damn bubble screens to them.
Oh, shit. Why aren't they playing Caden Helms?
Thank you.
I was wondering that myself.
He looked good last week. He was blocking his ass off last week.
Yeah, he plays hard.
Yeah, I like Caden. He's a stud.
You would think he would get rewarded for that.
He wants it bad right now. You know, hadn't got to play because he was injured for 2 years. He looked like he's ready.
He gave it his all last week, and to see him not get rewarded for giving it his all last week, that's kind of disappointing for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that there's definitely some positives that we saw today. I don't think anybody looked at that game thinking that you're going to go in there and win it on the road. Now, once you get a lead, now you're supposed to win.
Yeah.
So, but that being said, I think that it was better though than what we've seen. It's definitely better than what we've seen because it's been a total shit show. And a lot of it's like I said, it's like you marrying those two. And look, I know that it's a RPO based distant cousin is what I've been calling it. That the Levy offense in comparison to the air raid, they're different. But the change was from the air raid to what Bryles did. That's what you changed it. Now you don't mix it back in there. Now you're just doing crazy shit, and you're gonna have a dog that looks like a cat. You know what I mean? It's like you're doing some weird shit. So
have a mutant.
Yeah, man. Yeah, eye all popped out weird and shit. And that's what we see. It's on the damn. I just showed it to you again. I'm tired of looking at it. I can't look at that anymore. I made myself sick making the damn graphic. Norman, get off me, dog.
What do y'all think about the Memphis guy, at OC?
He's good, man. He's good. I don't know that. So he wasn't he with Coach? Wasn't he with what's his name? That Norvell for a while.
Who?
When Norvell was at Memphis, the guy, offensive coordinator at Memphis.
Once he left, he became head coach.
Okay. Yeah, he might do it. They're so close to making a run at the playoff. I don't know because he's been there for a while, right?
3 years, I think, something like that. At least OC.
If I'm at Memphis and OU come knocking,
yeah, you're right.
I'm gone.
I'm gone.
DJ Kinney. People were saying that about DJ Kinney. Why would he leave? Because it's Oklahoma.
Do you know how much money? And don't get me wrong. Money isn't the one thing that might make a coach leave. It's the fact that I can come in here because BB gonna tell him, come in here and run whatever you want to run, and do what Bob did when Lincoln came. I hate to say it, Lincoln came in here and energized an offense. Now it took Bob to put his foot in his ass and say, "You need to run the damn ball more."
Yes, he did.
Because when you have Samaje and Joe Mixon,
that's what made Lincoln so sought after is because he schemed them running downhill and it was good.
Yeah, look at him now. He forgot it. He forgot how to run the ball.
Forget it. Yeah, USCJ was talking some shit.
He ain't got Coach B. He ain't got Coach B. That's what it is. He ain't got Coach B. And you can scheme all this all you want, but that's why I don't understand why people keep saying Coach Bill and everything, man, is he got to do this and do that. We can't control injuries. We can't control who gets hurt. We have a game plan. If I have a game plan to have 9 guys that I know that I can sub in and sub out that can play, interact anywhere, left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. But then those 9 guys get hurt and I got to super glue players in spots that they've never done before, yes, it's gonna look like shit. But we think we're Oklahoma. We should be able to still move the ball on these teams. And I think we will. I just think that, man, the play calling has to change to our
it has to be
our asset instead of being a defective thing.
The RPO is you make that call on whether it's a handoff or a pass before the play starts. If you can count to 6, you know what it's going to be.
And is an RPO if your wide receiver has no release, no separation?
No, it's not really an option, is it?
in my book, that's what it is. Hey, if I'm running an RPO and I'm looking at the safety and the safety ain't moving, and that motherfucker.
Bagman, that is not what I say. That is not what I said. I said that helped get him out of there. And it wasn't because Parker started all of that, but he's not the one that came out and said all that shit. Y'all quit putting words in my mouth. Knock that shit off.
What'd he say?
That I said it was Parker's fault that Jeff left. That's not what the hell I said. I said that he tweeted that to start with. Norman, go. He tweeted all that shit about Bryles being on the field, and then Oklahoma fans got all holier than thou and started screaming about him being like Oklahoma's always been, a beacon of women's rights.
I know, right? Come on,
man. Be fucking serious.
A la Joe Mixon. A la Joe Mixon.
Not for nothing, but come on, man.
Man, look.
And then they said that there was a agreement. If there was an agreement, this is my opinion. Okay, this is my opinion. I'm just going to put it out there like that. If there was an agreement that he wasn't going to have Art Bryles wouldn't have been there. And when he started having to answer questions about that shit when he got into the interview room, he wouldn't have been so damn defiant about it. And we're like, fuck y'all.
Yep.
Now on Monday he came back. Oh well, it was a misunderstanding. He played the good soldier. He loves Oklahoma, but his wife was not very happy. I can just tell you that.
Oh man!
And why would she be? That's her dad.
No, that's her dad.
And if we're being honest,
the other thing I should tell you guys is pay attention to what really happened in that damn thing. Oh, I did say that. I'm guilty. Said it.
You stupid.
I still say this shit, bitch. Yeah, guilty. All right, continue. Sorry. Sorry, I can't help it,
man. You crazy.
Nathan,
they did start building their offensive line.
Like we all ran him out of town. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh well, he didn't help anything. I promise. I was there.
I was there. I'm part of it. I can't lie. I was part of it. So.
Well, I also think that game is part of the reason that everybody got so pissy about it.
Yeah.
It made it easy for him to leave.
They kind of remember they stayed in the game for a little while, and then finally he stepped on the gas and they ended up winning like 28-10. It was like 13-0, then it got 13-10. And then it didn't work out.
Mac, come on, dog. Really? You really want to go there?
Mac,
you really want to go there? It's a
Mac,
different.
You guys know that I'm not doing this Kel Gundy shit. Knock it off. I don't want to hear it.
Look, I've been 18 before.
See, coach is trolling.
And now,
coach is trolling. Go hire Art. I will just say this. If you want to really know what happened, go back and pay attention. Go back and start reading the stuff that happened whenever they were gone and when that started. It was long before Art Bryles or Jeff or Kendall or any of them guys got there. That was it. They had a culture of doing that to women at Baylor for a while.
Yep.
And there's lots of documentation for that. In fact,
somebody got to follow the sword.
Some of that shit. I'm telling you right now that's not. Stop, Norman.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now, they were not involved in that. The only thing I think that what Bryles did that was stupid was say that shit about Peterson, that he didn't tell him anything, because that's bullshit.
Here's the thing. I've been 18 before, and we've all been 18 before, and we've all done some stupid shit.
Yeah. Oh,
stupid stuff. And I'm just saying, it ain't gotta be a female. If anybody come spit in my face, it's gonna be more than a hit. It's going. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. I mean, I've never put my hand on a woman. Knock on wood, and I don't plan on it. No. But to sit there and say,
you can't do shit like that to people and expect to get away with it. I don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah, dude. You see shit on social media now, man. People getting laid the fuck out for just something simple.
Yeah.
Let alone you spit in my face.
Games, get stupid prizes.
You know what? Yep. I had a friend of mine say that.
Stupid games.
It's true.
Prizes,
it's true.
And
how it is.
And I love KO, but I just think, man, you can't repeat that and say it over and over and over and over and over again and act like it's okay. So that's big difference. So let's not even go there with that, man.
Hey Nathan, are you under the impression that I get to build this offense? I'm not on the staff.
What he say?
Jason, why didn't you start building their offense 2 years ago before they switched? I'm not a part of that deal.
Hey, if you give me a blank check, I'll get you off the line. I go get some. I know some boys in some places.
We know people. We know people. We can do that part.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I go to the inner city. I know people who know people. We can get you some big boys.
Hey man, we just go get a hold of Big Marcus.
Don't say it. Don't say
Marcus. Big Marcus, man, Autry Dent's dad. Shit, he's got them everywhere down there in Mississippi. He does. Those guys are, dude. Isaiah's so big too. He should have been playing today. I know they're trying to save him. I don't know what they're saving him for now. But you got 4 games left. If they haven't played in any games, they could start playing next week. I think you probably end up seeing it.
You'll start seeing a lot more guys because now they can say they're red shirt.
Me too, right? You know, oh no, I can't see you backstage. Oh, you're using an old one. I'll send it to you. Legend. Like, can you see us in here? Anyway, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just a little. I'm not trying to fire Brent Venables, by the way. I'm just not. I just want to see this thing come together, man.
It's just one job.
You should have been here last week there, Shotty. You should have been here last week.
But I think BV has shown. I think BV has pretty much shown us that with the right offensive coordinator, we can win games. You know.
Yeah. Here's the thing: he don't have a good one right now, so it's and let's get it. For a guy that calls great defense, he should know something about an offense because he designed things to stop it. I don't think he likes to be on that side of the field. I think he wants to get somebody that knows how to call a great offense and let them have it. He let Levy have everything.
That's exactly what he wants. Yeah.
He let Levy do everything.
Right.
So
do you think that
you've been asking for him to be more involved and he's not doing it? So I think that's what's got to happen. Go ahead and hand it off to him, but you got to get a guy that's really, really good.
Do you think BV's problem with offense could be because, similar to how he is on defense, he waits until he sees that offensive formation and then he calls it. He makes his call, really.
Yeah.
You can't really do that on the offensive side, really, if you're looking at the defense. I mean, you can, but I feel like that's something that he probably wouldn't be comfortable with, with making those offensive changes. If we were to give him more power on the offense, I feel like that's something he's not comfortable with this. Because he's one of those things that likes to see something before making a call instead of just making that call initially, And he likes to react, I would say. That's the only way I could put it,
I can see that. Being an OC, If I was to play someone like Brent, who likes to wait to see what I run before he reacts, I have to have a plan B because I want to give him a look, but not the look that he wants to see. And then I can switch it. But it's all about personnel. If you have skilled players in that can go to a 12 technique, which is a power 2 tight ends, which means having Helms in and having, let's say, what's the freshman, Jason, tight end?
Mitchell.
Okay, having Mitchell in and having Helms in. Now, if I run a personnel out of a 12, I can still have 2 receivers slash tight ends that you have to try to guard all over the field. It's impossible to do that when you have 2 skilled guys at tight end. Or I can run a 12 personnel and run it right at you, and then you got to pick your poison. So it's about mismatches. We don't have our guys on the outside yet. I believe when they get back, it's going to help the whole overall offense go, because you're going to have Burks, you're going to have Farouk, you're going to have Anthony, and then you're going to have Anderson. You put that with Bauer Sharp or any damn body, that's too hard. That's too hard to cover. So now it'll cut down on blitzing. It'll cut down on all the other BS that we've been doing. So I don't know, man. It's going to really help the offense coming back. But I think BV he doesn't like being on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah.
He want to focus on defense.
Yeah. Welcome in, Legend.
What's up, brother? See, you got my boy ATX on, man. I love his content, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
You probably seen
Big Trap. Big Trap was talking about him one day, and I saw the channel.
Oh yeah, my boy Trap House.
I'm sure ATX has seen some of my comments from Sooner Legends podcast on some of his vids.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too, brother. Like I said, I'm glad Jason brought me on because I can finally meet you now, brother, and say Boomer Sooner, man.
Oh yeah, Boomer Sooner, baby.
Yeah, man, old Trap. It's I saw him talking about you on his show. You know, when Trap says it's Easter, you better color them eggs. So.
my favorite saying. My favorite saying from Trap was last year when he said we need to pull our heads out of our 3 points of contact and quit stepping on our Richards.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
What are we talking about, guys?
Same shit.
I had a question for y'all for next year, you know, because obviously Jackson Arnold, he's going to finish the year off. But at quarterback, do you think that there's a possibility that we keep both guys and Michael Hawkins red shirts next year?
No.
Not at all?
No. One or the other.
So who's your guy?
I'm not even saying that. No. What? We have to go in the portal and get us a senior led or something quarterback that can pretty much help these guys come to where they are, because we're seeing that with senior leadership, it's going to push them guys to be better. Right now, think about it. Last year when when Dylan was there, it pushed Dylan because he knew Jackson was right behind his ass.
Mm-hmm.
But now, who's going to push Jackson? Who's going to push? Who's going to push? Brain fart. Hawkins. Nobody.
Is that not why we brought in Casey Thompson this year?
Yeah.
Well, Casey got two noodles as legs, so he can't do nothing.
So you mean competition wise, not more of not pushing like the
no.
The
it's the
room.
voice. It's the voice in the room. It's the voice in the room. You got to have somebody that can come in here and show them on the pad. This is what I see. What do you see? To see where their logic is or what they see. So somebody that's been there and done that. And it needs to be a quarterback out of the SEC that knows and been in places. Hey, when we go to Ole Miss, you're going to see this. You're going to be exposed to this. Or, hey, when we go to Death Valley, you're going to know this. You're going to see this. We don't know what to expect in the SEC. So get a leadership quarterback that's been in the SEC that can help these guys and mold these guys. Because the guys got the talent. They just don't have the leadership.
Yeah,
that's what I think. That's what I think.
Yeah. I feel like, that leader, going back to the whole Casey Thompson, he's not going to threaten anybody's job, obviously, But, I mean, if you've been in this league for, 7 years now, you should be able to lead somebody, Like, it's crazy to me,
Scott Christopher, welcome into the show. Marcus, I sent that to your Twitter there already. Jimmy Satterfield, let's see, Kimberly K. Kel was asked if he would take the position, and he said, yeah, the people asking him that didn't really have, they weren't offering him the job, I'm pretty sure. But, I mean.
I tell you what I would like to see moving forward next year is don't anoint anybody the starting quarterback and have a actual.
Let them all compete. That's a novel idea, there, legend.
Exactly.
It's a novel idea. I love it.
That's why I feel like Jackson Arnold's problem was like he didn't have to. This is my take on Jackson Arnold. Like you come into the year, you don't have to earn your spot. So you end off last year knowing that this year is my job. So clearly, he deserved to get his job taken from him. He was a turnover machine. But when you finally,
he played bad.
Yeah, man, it was horrible. It was night and day from what we saw last year whenever he was filling in for DG. But when you take everything from a man that didn't really earn it, and you give it back to him, you better believe he's gonna do everything he can to keep what he got back. And I feel like that's the Jackson Arnold we're seeing right now. I feel like he respects his job now. He knows that he has to earn this job. It's not given to him anymore.
Yeah.
So that goes back to how you say we shouldn't name a starter. Going into next year, make them earn it.
I remember back in the Stoops days, even his starting quarterbacks, he never would name a starting quarterback until the week of the first game.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
Well, a lot of these guys are spoiled now, and they feel like, well, if I don't start, I'll just jump in the portal.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much
problem.
more. It's pretty much more of if you don't name someone, they'll just go jump in the portal and say, well, hey, I'll go start here, or I'll go do this. I mean, so it's that catch-22 of then if you do, then if you don't. But I agree with you. I don't give a damn and everything. If you do jump in the portal, that means you didn't want to be here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But there has to be competitive people trying for a position. And if I give you something, and you're right, if I give you something, you're not going to work hard for it. You're not going to do what you're supposed to do to keep it. But then once you lose it, yes, you will bust your ass to keep it.
When it goes back to when I started first getting an allowance way back in the late 60s, early 70s.
60? You sure? Ain't the 40s?
Late 60s, early 70s. My first allowance was a whole whopping $1 for assorted chores. But let me tell you something. If I didn't do my chores like Daddy set forth, that $1 got taken away, and I didn't go to TG&Y and buy any toys.
TG&Y.
Boy, look.
That shit. Well, you gotta be a little older. You gotta have a little gray hair on your chin to know what that is.
Speaking gibberish to me. Gibberish.
The young buck don't even know.
ATX TG&Y was the Walmart of the 70s.
Do y'all remember Piggly Wiggly?
Piggly Wiggly.
No, I don't. I do from whenever we would be in Oklahoma. Yeah, but we didn't have
Piggly Wiggly,
Safeway,
Otasco.
Are y'all all from Oklahoma?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I've got family there, and I was born there. I lived most of my childhood though was in New Mexico. So
okay,
I was actually.
But we have
born
family there. We've been there a lot.
Born, raised, and still there.
The Spyro, Oklahoma Flash, Coach Ricks.
You still keep saying that shit.
Where are you from? Where are you from, man?
I'm from here, Austin, Texas, born and raised. You know, home of the Longhorns.
So
I get it bad.
now you got to explain. Now you got some. You got to hear this.
Okay. So I had a smart dad. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he was born in Temple, so you know, closer to Dallas, a little more Oklahoma fans out in Temple. So he moved to Austin. Him and my grandma, they moved down here, and boom, I became an Oklahoma fan from birth, pretty much. So
Awesome.
I've been taking it my whole life down here when it comes to this game.
Yeah, you're excuse me, you're at ground zero down there, brother.
Exactly.
Hey, I went to Dallas one time, man, to visit my niece, and it was around Christmas time. And you know me, I wear my OU shit wherever I go. And I got into Dallas Fort Worth Airport, man.
Oh Lord!
And motherfuckers come running into my boo, boo. I'm like, hey man, look, it's a shirt. That's all it is. It's a shirt. It's a shirt. It got so bad that we had an Uber come pick us up, taking my niece out. Even the guy was like, I don't pick up OU players, and drove off.
Good
and drove off. I was like, I'm gonna give you a good tip. Drove off.
I'll tell you one of the best feelings though. One of the best feelings as an Oklahoma fan
after that win
is to after that Red River win, you put them flags on that car, just drive downtown Austin, drive through the university, just make them look at you.
Look.
You walk
around man walking.
This young buck. Cantaloupes right there. That's some cantaloupes.
Gotta have them down here, especially if being on this side of things, you know. But
it's kind of wild down there, huh?
It's very wild down here. Very wild down here. It's night and day from you know, as a city, it's grown so much that you know, me being a kid here is just completely different. You know, more people, more violent. You know, it can get kind of crazy down here.
I've been hearing that a lot ever since all the Californians started moving down there. They said it's been getting pretty wild. I've seen some wild videos from out of there. People running people over and shit.
All types of stuff. Yep.
Crazy, man.
Road rage.
Yeah. That one guy I think that one that I saw, that cop where some guy with his truck just hauled ass and ran over a bunch of people. Next thing you know, the cop comes up behind him and rammed into his ass and got him out and like pulled him out of the car and had a gun on him. I was like, that dude was Johnny on the spot with that one.
I think you might be talking about South by. Yeah, that was a.
Hey, Jason.
Oh, yeah, South by Southwest. Yeah. I think that was where it was. What's up?
Hey, Jason. Tell ATX about that OG move Big Mike Boganowski did up last week.
Which one? He's always doing big OG moves. What do you mean?
That about the flag on his neighbor.
Oh yeah, that was great. Yeah. Well, yeah, before the Red River game, he was playing Army guy, climbing around to try to get away from not getting seen by the doorbell or ring camera or whatever. and it was his dude was a Texas fan, but he put a Oklahoma flag up there for him.
Damn.
That's neighborly behavior right there. That's all that is.
Oh yeah, that's a good Sooner right there. That's what you call that. That's somebody who knows what he's doing.
Hey, yeah, I took one last week. I took one bad last week. All my neighbors are South Carolina fans. Came and I took
one. A bunch of chickens in your yard or something?
No. It ain't nothing like that. No,
yard bird out there.
No. I never understood, and I'm like, what the hell is a damn gamecock? What the hell?
Yeah.
So I go down there,
fighting chickens.
So I'm like, so down here, it's you either Clemson or you South Carolina, and you would think people would be NC State or North Carolina. It's only two. You're either Clemson Tigers or you damn Gamecock. So I bring my OU flag out. I don't give a damn, you know. So I bring mine out, and I go around, and they're like, oh man, we're gonna try to beat y'all this week. Halftime, man, my damn doorbell just going off. Hey, coach, you all right? I'm good. hey man, y'all struggling. Yeah, we struggling. When the game's over, he come bring me a bottle or something. I can't tell you what it is. And he was like, hey man, this is for your sorrows and this is for all your pain. He brought me a bottle of liquor over here, man. And he was like, it's gonna be all right, man. Welcome to the SEC. I said, y'all sons of bitches and everything. That's okay. We got you next year.
You know that welcome to the SEC thing gets to me so bad because the reason we're bad has nothing to do with the SEC. Right?
These guys are not beating us. We're beating ourselves.
Exactly.
Look, we know the SEC is good. We're not. Nobody even tries to say that the SEC isn't good, but let's not act like they're all the same. Because
everybody's struggling, man. Everybody is struggling.
Look at, hey man, Alabama wasn't playing. Well, they played good today, but they played mid-ass zoo.
They played Sister Mary the Blind School.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right. We still got to play them boys now.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna talk shit about Missouri. I don't give a damn.
I feel it.
They've been talking too much shit. They're gonna get beat.
Me and Missouri goes back to the old Big 8 days. I hate them as bad as I do Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the second team I hate more than Texas. I would say, right? Not close. I hate Texas way more, but probably because of my living situation. but Missouri, right there, right there, they're right below.
I remember. Y'all remember that?
They just earned their ass whipping. That's all I'm saying. You need to whoop their ass because they earned it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and then y'all be happy. Hold on, Tuna Legend. I'm gonna say this. You give us four, Kimberly K, Bagman, and Sooner Cowboy. We'll go beat Missouri's ass. Shit. Kimberly K be quarterback.
Cook's been hurt, right? Cook's been hurt. I didn't look like they got the shit kicked out of him today by Alabama. That was
he threw. What's his name? The quarterback,
Brady Cook.
No, Cook wasn't playing.
He didn't play. If he didn't end up playing.
No, when I saw the game, he wasn't in it. It was somebody else in.
He beat Auburn last.
Somebody else in. He threw
he
3 interceptions
he
in
left
the first
hospital to come back in and play.
Put me in as free safety and tailback. I played 8-man football in high school. I can play both sides of the ball.
No, we're gonna have you a left guard.
No, you need to play. No. You need to play me as guard, tackle, and end. You put me on the end of the bench, guard the water, and tackle anybody who gets me.
You don't have to worry about the water.
I got some little league experience. I'll be a hell of a running back right now.
Highly, dude, you stupid. Highly cool H2O.
Some high quality H2O.
And we'll make Jason the running back.
Yeah.
White boy can't run, man. Come on now.
Hey, come on, Mike.
Mike right here, bro. I was a possession receiver.
I'll be the head coach. I'll be on the sideline coaching y'all. Hey,
I'll
do this.
Possession receiver, fellas.
Boy, if Coach Ricks would have been my coach back in high school, I'd have been the one running stadiums all the time because I was bad about getting penalties.
No, I don't punish guys like that. The way I punish people is military style. Is when they get in trouble, I'll get a box of cookies, a chair, and I put whoever fucked up, I put them on that chair, eat the cookies, and then I punish everybody else.
We know where you got that from too. That's a TI move right there.
Yeah. Hey, so when I leave and go home, and you're around the other 55 guys, you gotta sleep with one eye open.
Yep.
Because they're gonna get your ass. But problem solved, because I ain't gotta worry about it no more.
That's right.
Let the coaches let the players coach.
Hey, you made me do 100 burpees and then do 100 flutter kicks.
Burpees
and then do 100. Hey, burpees is hard when you do them with pads on.
Dang, coach, you're giving me PTSD talking about burpees. Come on now.
Hey, do it with a helmet on and pads on.
No.
Oh, yeah. Been there before.
We've all had some crazy days. Coach Riggs, okay.
I'll get coach to give me the playbook and I'll just hang out. I'll chill out. I'll watch the beer.
I tell you what, you're getting out of me out of free safety. I still hold the Luther High School record for most interference calls in the game.
That's good stuff. That's a good record to have. It never to be broken.
Well, yeah, and the cut.
Crazy
I
hell,
was.
boy. You crazy?
How the hell did he leave you in long enough to break that record?
I don't know, but hey, I was doing what we was playing mod, and that receiver smoked. That receiver smoked me. I mean, coach pulls me by the face mask and he said, "Don't let that happen again, boy." He got 10 yards. Wow. Your ass going down, brother.
Sometimes, I remember playing guys in high school that like, man, what are you supposed to do with this guy? What are you supposed to do with this guy? He's just too good. And we played it in New Mexico. It wasn't even the same. It wasn't even the same thing.
I hate New Mexico, man, because in the daytime it's hot, and in the nighttime it's cold as hell.
Exactly.
We was in White Sands. I hate that damn place.
You got tennis shoes and Timberlands on.
Hey.
I had to spend all night at a drilling rig at Jal, New Mexico. And let me tell you something, I was in the 7th circle of hell.
Man, y'all be nice. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
See, hey, Mr. Dillingham, know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Dillingham. Yeah, man. I stole that one in the military.
That's exactly what I just said to him. I said, well, I know exactly where you got that one from.
I got done that way. I got done that way when I was in the service. My mom sent me some cookies, and they said, and he found the cookies in the damn box. He said, Ricks, front and center. I go up there and he said, set your ass on this damn chair. I'm like, all right, cool. Eat these damn cookies. I'm like, all right. Everybody else.
These are good. I got some milk.
No. He said, everybody else. Half right position.
Oh man.
Drop their ass.
He said, did you catch a Marine shower that night or what?
No. What happened? No, because I was platoon guide. So if y'all get me, I'll get y'all back. So what they did was, which I deserved it, they tied me down to my bunk, and everybody came over there with a sock with soap in it, and everybody got hit.
Party.
And everybody got hit.
The blanket party. That's what they did on Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, everybody
beat the shit out of that guy.
But the next day, I made everybody take cold showers for 2 days. Damn it, y'all gonna get me? I'll get y'all right back.
God, my drill sergeant smoked me. He told me to get down and beat my face, and I laid on my back and slapped my face like that. And buddy, I had hell for the next 8 weeks.
Jason, who'd you have? I had a female drill sergeant.
Not me. No, his name was Airman Bully. That's his name for real, and he looked like Sergeant Slaughter a little bit. He had that underbite and shit.
I had a female drill sergeant, and I had a little Italian guy that was like 5'4".
Yeah,
and he always had a little drill sergeant hat.
Yeah, he kept
like that.
He came out one time. We'd been marching for like hours because it was right before parade time, and I missed it on the chain step. I didn't even think it was that. I didn't even think it was that damn noticeable. It was. He halted the flight and he came over there and right on the bridge of my nose, wow. Ooh, I want to kick his ass so bad. We
had a guy from Barbados who couldn't speak English hardly.
Lord.
And he had a real, big guy like Michael Clark Duncan, big old guy, about 6'5", 330, big old black guy, bald head. He could not call cadence to save his life.
Scary. Them dudes that like they just get right in your grill. Ooh,
well, he didn't like me and I didn't like him because my stepdad was a base commander in the Air Force. So he thought I was spoiled. So when I got there, he didn't like me. I didn't like him. So, doing basic, when basic is over and to go to the graduation, my dad came in his greens, in his all greens. So when he came up to me, he was, hey, Ricks, you ain't shit. Never gonna be shit. Daddy ain't shit. So when he said that, my dad said, say what? He said, you heard what and turned around, saw my dad. He said, hey, how you doing, sir? How you doing? My dad said, beat your goddamn face. So my dad dropped my drill sergeant in front of everybody.
Oh no,
That was the worst day of my life, man. I said, Dad, don't do that. When my dad left, man, he had my ass for 3 weeks, man. Yeah, I'll never get that goddamn day, bro.
Yeah, my drill sergeant, I've told this to Jason.
Oh God, that hurts.
He was from Lafourche, Louisiana, full-blown Cajun, but
oh hell.
Oh,
this dude was a door gunner on a Huey, did 3 tours of Nam. You talking about a bad ass. he had a knife
Mean
slide.
as a Wolverine, probably too, man.
Oh my
Mean as a
God. That's
Wolverine.
the dude that made my life a living hell for 8 weeks at Fort Benning, Georgia.
So we all served. So all of us served.
Did you?
I appreciate y'all for y'all service because y'all don't have the cojones for that.
I thought we all served. My bad. I thought we all served.
No, sir. I haven't served. I appreciate y'all for y'all service, man. Because it
You
takes,
good? No,
it takes
I
guys
wouldn't
like
even worry
y'all.
about it. I wouldn't. Hey, I didn't let my kids go. I was like, nah, hell no. Yeah, I took that bullet for y'all. Go ahead.
It wasn't that bad for me, man. It really wasn't. It was the worst part for me was the places where I was stationed.
Yeah.
Fort Benning, I love that. I love going to jump school. That was pretty cool.
I hated Benning.
I hated Fort Hood.
Oh,
I like
Fort Hood was
good, but
Fort Hood was 110 or above for 30 or 40 days straight.
Yep.
And I just hate that
Texas.
place. Hate that place. Now, the best places I've liked is Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Calm, laid back. I mean, it's just real cool. But Fort Sill, didn't like it. I mean, like I said, Lawton was okay, but Fort Sill, man, was just in the back of the woods. I got tired of seeing damn cows and trees every damn day. That's all you saw.
Not to shut this all down, fellas, but this is a football show, so
yeah, I know. Hey, everybody in the damn chat, they love this shit, man.
And yeah. So, but Stephen G has a good question. He's how can Big Bill fix this O line for next year? I think you just play the guys that are there, and Michael Fasusi may be ready, Foji may be ready. You don't know, and I'm telling you now. I think EPL, Isaiah Archer-Dent, they've all kind of flashed. Akinkumi, what's the kid from California? He's a badass.
Eugene Brooks.
Yeah, stud, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's time I think you go ahead and get them started. But I also think that, Ozida is probably right there, ready to rock and roll too. He's a dog. Howland.
Just gotta play the young guys now. That's how you get prepared for next year.
I think rather than worrying so much about the portal, I think you just work from there.
Exactly.
Jason,
my theory on the portal is the guys in the portal, if you're not gonna, you don't want to take a chance in the portal. You want to take a chance in recruiting. If the guys if you're getting somebody out the portal, he needs to be established and you need to spend that bread on him, Yeah. But outside of that, put all that attention towards recruiting when it comes to any lineman, offensive line, defensive line, the trenches, recruit.
I say give Fasusi some pads now and put him in.
Jason, do you guys know what was OU's first record when they came into the Big 12?
Oh God, it was good. It wasn't good that first year. 96.
The reason I'm asking is maybe
would have been bad
coming into the SEC that year one. Now going forward, we know what to expect.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's that. I think it's the injuries and the situation that you're in with. Seth was not doing a good job, and I don't know that the rest of them were either. But it was a bad system that they put into place. Your quarterback coaches ain't coaching quarterbacks; they're advanced scouting. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. Oh, Jason, but before I get back on topic, I might have an interview coming up on the show next week because I'm having breakfast with him in the morning.
Oh yeah, who we got?
Leon Crosswhite.
Leon Crosswhite. Damn, that'd be awesome, man. Sooner Legends, getting the old school legends on there. You had
that'd be a nice one.
You had
Derek White.
Derek White last week or 2 weeks ago.
1985 national championship cornerback. And he did bless me into the Sooner family, did he not, Jason?
He did. He did. That was a hell of an interview, man. That was fun. That was
had
well,
he was talking.
Well, you are a part of AARP group.
But in my defense, Coach, I'm not out in my front lawn wearing black socks up to my knees, wearing sliders and Bermuda shorts.
Oh, you ain't there yet?
Screaming to get off my lawn. I'm not there yet.
No.
Crazy boy.
Let's see, what is it? If they played him, do you think that they saved the red shirt? I think that they're working towards it. I don't think that they've played yet. Isaiah Autry didn't got to go with them to Ole Miss, but he's from out there, so I don't think he got in. Marcus didn't. I didn't see him in there. I was hoping he'd go in whenever when Big Sexy got hurt, but
yeah, well, that Jacob, up until he got hurt, man, he was starting to have
playing very well today. He was playing very well today. He's been hit and miss all year, but he played really good today.
I feel like the whole line played pretty well while he was in there.
Yeah, me too.
It comes apart like that sometimes, huh, Coach? You just because they have to work together, and if one piece is off, it screws the whole thing up.
It's a chain. It's a chain.
It is
you take one link out, it just disrupts the whole thing.
People don't realize how talented offensive linemen are especially if they're playing at that. Those dudes,
that's why they get paid the big bucks.
I always looked at the O line like a gear that works together, and when a cog breaks, the whole thing breaks down.
Yep.
Work for the military and the chow halls. Yeah, Air Force had the best chow for sure.
Man, look, they make me miss them meals, boy.
Midnight
3 meals a day. 3 meals a day.
Man, we used to go to midnight chow a lot.
And fun. There's only one good MRE that I would ever eat. Spaghetti, and
no hash, no hash,
no damn hash. That water spaghetti. You add water to it.
Oh yeah,
spaghetti and those peaches.
It's better than eating what's out in the desert, brother. That'll tell you that much.
You remember that? You remember that chocolate cookie in the MRE package that was harder than
that shit was nasty as hell. Hey, it's bad, man. When you throw that damn thing on in the damn lake, it'll skip like a rock.
Throw that at the enemy, man. That's
a weapon.
Yeah, eat that
right there, man.
Look.
Pop that with.
All right, let me ask you guys a question before I get on.
I gotta get out of here too. So
I'm gonna ask you a serious question.
Let's do it.
All right. Is it true that all these guys are thinking about coming back next year, all the receivers?
Yeah, I think so. That's what Jay and those guys have been saying that. So I don't know about Andrell or what's going on with Andrell. I hadn't heard a lot about him. That's what BV said.
I heard all of them. I heard all of them.
Yeah, I heard them. I heard all of them.
I think Farouk loves it here, and I hope so because he's a leader.
He is.
You can make a lot of money staying in college.
Yeah.
There's no reason to not.
You're gonna make it anyway when you go to the league. Make as much money as you can, and then go.
Yeah,
man. Do y'all understand how dangerous this offense would be with those weapons?
God.
My God,
that's what hurts me, man.
Now that they have somebody, well, he's a new play caller, but at least they're, trying to do it the right way.
At least he did move the ball around today.
Listen, no, yeah. I was happy with the progress, man. I want to see a little better next week, a lot better next week, and then, but they need to get better throughout the season. I think, man.
What's the little receiver number 88?
Who's your number one guy? Who you guys want? You guys gotta give me your best candidate. You got to give me your candidate before anybody goes.
On what?
OC. What else?
For next year, I would say Marion.
Okay. Go offense.
The go. Yeah. My only concern with the go is that if he is the guy that comes and leaves in a little while to get a head coaching job, right? Who else knows the damn go? You know what I mean?
I just thought about that.
Yeah.
I would say the OC that we played today.
Yeah, he's good. That's Charlie Weiss Jr.
Yeah. Because the plays he called in the second half were damn good plays.
He learned from a pretty damn good coordinator.
Damn good plays. Damn good plays. That 2 tight end, hide the tight end, and one go over and one hezzy, wide open.
Can I have an A and B?
Yeah.
I can have an A and B on my choice.
Who's your A?
Pick as many as you want.
My A is Willie Stein, and my B is Colton Nicky.
That's my 1 and 1A. That's who I want.
Okay.
And bringing up the rear would be Shanahan out of Indiana.
Now he's not a quarterback coach though. You have to get.
I forgot about that.
You got to go get one of them too. But that's fine. He's going to bring in his own team. But you need a quarterback coach. We know that.
I got one.
Okay.
Good one, and then I got one that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I want the Memphis guy.
Okay.
I feel like that would be a good hire.
Mm-hmm.
But the not gonna happen, Garrett Riley. I feel like he would be the best fit for this, but we know it's not gonna happen.
I don't think he's gonna leave Clemson, man. Once a coach goes to Clemson,
he's got it made.
They have family there, man. He got that offense going now. There's one thing about Clemson and South Carolina here, man. They are very freaking loyal to their coaches.
Is Coop in here?
Yeah, they are.
They are very loyal to their coaches, man. That's why BV didn't want to leave anytime soon, because you got it made here.
And that's another reason why I use him, even because you know how much connection we have with Clemson, you know, with our coaching staff, you know. So it's like, I know it's not going to happen because you're big brother, but but I think that
Lincoln screwed that all up for him.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, how far are you from Anderson or Sandy Springs, South Carolina?
About an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay. I was just wondering because I used to go there all the time.
Okay.
At the Bridgestone Firestone plant.
Oh, well, I got some buddies of mine, man. They're stationed in Fort Charles, and then my aunt, she's at Fort Liberty, we used to be Fort Bragg, and yeah, my uncle, he's in, I think, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. So yeah, I still got a lot of the family members still in there.
I've been hearing this about Brennan too. That whole deal with the UNLV NIL controversy.
Yeah.
He was the one that. So they may blacklist him on that deal.
Yep.
You could end up getting sanctioned. That's not good.
Yep.
But
no, that's not.
You gotta do better. You can't be recruiting like that. And
before we get off here, can I ask you guys a question? And I don't know if y'all have touched on this, but I've been thinking this for the last God knows how long. When are we going to see Caden Helms at tight end?
We were talking about that a little while ago. I wish they would. Man, he looked good whenever he got in and was blocking. Yeah, he did. You talk about finishing a block. I haven't seen many linemen do that this year.
You got to reward him for that, you know.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Well, Jason picked 2025 would be the year that OU really make some noise.
I think so.
I feel like 2025 was the year we were going to win it all.
I think you may have pushed it back a little bit over this.
Yeah, definitely did. But going into the year,
I think if you get the right guys back, because your defensive guys are a year older, they're the guys you're losing. I mean, it's Stutz. You don't really replace Danny Stutzman, but you've got really good guys coming, and it's getting better every year. So I think the defense is a year stronger and better all the way around. So I think that you could right now. I think it's as wide open as I think it's been in a long time.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you what my favorite play on defense was today, and y'all might be shocked. But that was when on that fourth down play, Ethan Downs turned that running back on that.
Hey man, and shout out to Ethan, by the way.
Ethan played hard.
He got hurt, didn't he? Didn't he get hurt?
He did get hurt.
Yeah,
he
got hard, man.
I saw him holding his shoulder or something.
Yeah, that was my favorite. That was my play of the game.
That man has earned him some money this year. Let's put it that way.
He sure has.
I think he has too. And we talked about it. Me and K Chris were saying, man, he should probably stack a little more weight and move inside. He's just not fast enough to play on that edge, that first year. And he turned himself into that guy, man. As of last year, he did that. Shout out to him.
I'm proud of Ethan because everybody has been so down on him and what have you. He's maybe not having a stellar year, but he's having a solid year.
Who's that?
Ethan.
He's been good. He's been good. He's just, there's a lot of guys getting to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And they know to look for him. They got a lot of film on Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about it, and
Well, that's true.
He does his job, man. The dude does his job. That's what the best thing about him is. He does his job.
Imagine these Lincoln Riley guys that are balling out right now for us. Imagine if they would have, Lincoln would have wasted their whole college career.
Yeah,
he sure would have.
Yeah.
My gosh, these guys are studs out here. Lincoln wasn't doing them no justice.
That's why he's not getting any of those recruits in California or anywhere else right now. I'll be surprised if he keeps his job. Now they did blow up on Rutgers last night. Not that that's hard to do, but
yeah, we can go out there and beat Rutgers.
We can't say too much about that.
Yeah, us four on the panel, we can go out and beat Rutgers.
Ryman, welcome in, Ryman Lemon. So we finally ended a half in the lead, step in the right direction. Yeah, I think that there's some things to take from it that are positive. There's, hey, look, we all just want to see him. I want to see him get a couple more wins, and
they'll get two more
together. Go get the right guy, and hey, it was kind of a snake bitten year. You can't do nothing about injuries. This happened.
Yeah. Are we going bowling this year?
I believe so.
I still think we are.
I believe so. You beat Missouri and you beat Maine.
I think you beat Missouri and Maine. You're in. So
you're in, right? Yeah.
You should.
I won't put it past LSU either. I won't put it past
the Mexico Bowl, but
oh yeah, thank you, Coach. Jason, what have I been saying since December last year?
Play Okie Light in it, or
USC? No. Who has been my upset pick of this year? I've been saying it since December.
LSU.
Yeah. That's my upset.
That's going to be a hell of an upset if they do it, man, because I don't really see it.
Going into Death Valley, man, that would be beautiful.
But Jason said,
might have caught a break and not have to do it at nighttime.
Yeah,
playing so bad this year.
If you guys have watched LSU play any, they struggle.
They're not perfect.
They struggle with the pass. They struggle with the pass. If we can go in there with at least our receivers for that last game and be able to pass the ball around, I think we'll have a.
They don't get a ton of pressure either. They don't put a ton of pressure on people.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll be as close to fully loaded in that game as we've been all year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, you're not wrong. I look forward to it. Hey, look, I just want to see him continue to keep moving in the right direction. And where I wanted to go with this whole thing tonight was just, hey, don't take that stance to where you're not going to go out there and be aggressive. And I want to see, that's where I want to see Brent Venables make.
Yeah.
Is I want to see him now evolve into that guy.
Me too.
Be just as aggressive with everything that you do in that program, because the kids see it. They need you to do that.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say about BV is, and I know I'm the biggest, give BV a pass pusher, but we all gotta realize as a fan base that this is his first time doing this. This is his first time being a head coach. Obviously, he's had a lot of experience watching great head coaches, so he should be a little better at it. But first year, not counting it. Second year, great year. When you put him with the good offensive coordinator, great year. Good year. And then this year, he made the lazy hire. I feel like this year is his real first mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna fire somebody off of one major mistake. He's gonna learn from it if he's a good coach. And I feel that BV can be our next Bob Stoops and 10-year coach around here. We just got to give him time to learn and make those mistakes. That he's a human at the end of the day. So I don't know. I have faith in BV.
I do too, brother.
Hey, nobody
I
has.
definitely was not saying I want to fire him. I love Brent Venables. I do, but I do think that it's a concern whenever I see, come on, man. You got
time out on fourth down.
I don't love that. You could have made that decision without calling timeout, bro. Come on.
Yeah. I will say this though. At least that was the first time we've seen it this year. I mean,
it's not that reassuring for me.
Well, at least going forward, he don't have to worry about Zach Ellie.
Yeah,
that's one thing he ain't got to worry about no more going forward. So now, get you a great OC. We'll finally start seeing the coach BV, because you got your defense on lockdown with your protege or your mini-me, Zach Alley. Then you go get you a good OC hire. And then if they start gelling here next year, now you ain't got to worry about anything.
That's right.
So he's been very unfortunate to have all these injuries hit him all at once. And it's making him look like he's the problem. He's not the problem. It's just that they got injury bitten, but and that's what it is. So it happens. It happens. So, but anyway, I gotta get off of here, man. My granddaughter want to play bingo. So.
Hey, man.
Hey, appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for having me today.
Hey, man, it was a lot of fun, man. You're welcome to jump on anytime, man. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, ATX. I do a halftime show every Saturday. If Jason's got your credentials, I can have you on the live chat during halftime. And
anytime, hit me up. Hey, if I can't do it, I'll let you know I can't do it. But hey, I'm always down. I mean, this is my first time doing a live, so
hey, you handle yourself very well. Handle yourself very well.
Oh man, his content's good, man.
Boy, he's got some damn good content.
I like it, man. I've been enjoying the show. So
my content is pretty much alive. I mean, I just cut the camera on and one take, just knock it out, and
I like
I just don't go live with it, but.
Where can I find you at? Because I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe and everything, man. I like to try to get everybody that's in my inner circle on my.
It's in the description here. So if you guys are on my channel, I've got all the channels in the description.
Gotcha.
Coach Rick's channel, ATX Sooner Legends is always in there as well. So everybody that's got a channel, I've already got it in there. Make sure you guys get over there, subscribe to their channels. I'm still figuring out this deal with this, so you guys can actually stream it to yours as well next time. So I'll figure it out. There's a way to do it, but I'm gonna have to use
stop being cheap.
Streamlabs.
Stop being cheap.
No, cheap is the way to be.
It ain't about cheap.
No, I always make fun of Jason.
Video looks better than yours right now. You do realize that, right?
Hey, I'm trying to get through. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get rid of StreamYard and start doing something better.
We can. What we need to do is kind of pull it all together, because you can get like the big one. And then that way you can, there's a lot of stuff you can do. I'm not capable of doing it all, but there's a lot of stuff you can do. I'm just still trying to figure it out.
I've got a Streamlab account, but my dumb ass don't know how to use it yet.
Hey, you still using that AOL dial tone?
with the beta VCR.
I'm probably the oldest 30-year-old in the country, so I don't know any of this stuff that we're doing right now.
Some of it's tough, man. I just had to learn it all. But you know what? You're not wrong there, Ryman. Talking about he said that what was it? Oh, he's already done what the horrible coaches from the 90s couldn't, got a 10-win season. He did that in year 2.
Yeah.
So, and somebody in here said earlier that doesn't count. Bullshit. It counts.
It does count.
You win. And look, these all count. You lose them, they count. You win them, they do too. So look, man, nobody's giving the guy a pass either. Nobody's giving the guy a pass.
No.
Hey, look.
I mean,
the first year that Nick Saban came into the SEC, he was 7-5. The first year Kirby was in the SEC, I think he went 7-5.
So Kirby, 6 years to win a natty?
Yeah. So
with all that money and everything else they had,
we got the right players. He's recruiting the right players.
Yeah.
So just give it time. And Oklahoma is going to be a very dangerous team when they get everybody back and they start rolling. We're going to forget about all this.
Yeah.
We really are. We're going to forget about all of this.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
Coach
I'll
Rick's
give
hit
you
100
an
this week. Coach Rick's hit 100 this week. So
I'm 102, man. 102.
Uh-oh.
yeah. So we gotta get him rolling. He's at
Yep.
398 to get him up to 5. Thank you, Kimberly K.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
get him to
go get him
5.
there. And
Let's go.
Legend hit 5 just recently. We need to get him to 1,000. Where are you at now?
I'm at 541.
541. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
ATX, I think you're where I was trying to remember where you were, man.
I think my last time I checked, I was like 340,
Oh, now we
341.
need to get you there then too.
542.
We need to get you to 5, brother. Yeah, I just applied
Yeah.
for my partial monetization today.
Nice.
There you go. I'm gonna make Kimberly K my ambassador of all my funds and everything.
Me too.
Kimberly K doing, but I gotta get somebody in here what they're doing.
Which Kimberly K is the official first lady of Sooner Legend.
Official first lady.
That's my first lady.
The OU Sooner Legend. Yep. Hey, she's an OU's first lady as of the podcast for sure. She's been here for a while. She's welcome here anytime. So
And
I appreciate everybody coming in as well, man. It's we wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for everybody that likes to jump in. I was gonna actually do the call-in show tonight. We just got to talking too much. So we'll do that we do it on Monday morning. Do something like that where you guys want to call in, we'll do it there, and maybe Tuesday night, something like that. The coach will be in Tuesday as well. So yeah, I appreciate everybody in here. Jason will pay the dancer with $2 bills if given the chance. He's not.
Oh, you crazy.
There we go.
I'll pay the dancers with pennies.
Hey, they can spend it.
Hey, ATX Sooner, I just subscribed, man. So I'm on yours, bud. So
I'm gonna get all of y'all. If I'm not already subscribed to y'all, I'll be subscribed to y'all before the end of the night for sure.
Yeah.
Tawi has his 9th touchdown in the last 4 games.
Oh my gosh!
Already.
What's the score?
10-7 Wisconsin.
That hurts.
I'm happy for the guy.
I love Tawi, man. He was on the show a couple of weeks ago. We had him on the morning show. So I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna hit him up and see if we can get him on here again. Much love to Tawi, man.
Yeah,
much love to Tawi.
Hey, go make your
Too
money.
bad we don't have him still. Shit, he's on a roll.
Go make your money.
He's on a roll. Yeah, go get your money, man. Walk on.
Yeah. He did everything the right way at Oklahoma.
He sure did, brother.
Yeah.
Well, we just got a hard ass old school running back coach that don't know how to change. You got to change with time.
I don't know how to coach him either. I don't think.
Yeah,
you know what I said about DeMarco?
I love DeMarco. I love
you know what I said
DeMarco
about him after Tawi got away, don't you? Brent Venables needed to have him behind the palace and taking an extension cord to him.
How do y'all think Tawi's doing it with this offensive line though?
He could.
Wisconsin, man. It's Wisconsin. They got a little bit of a line, I'm sure.
I think Tawi would have been one of them backs that probably could have made something happen out of nothing.
You realize that's kind of what he did last year. They weren't great last year.
Yeah, that's true.
The second half of the year, they were better. But to be honest with you, I think that it took Tawi was the only guy getting those hard yards early in the year. Nobody else was really.
Yeah,
he didn't get enough touches last year. It's almost like Coach Murray was hating on him a little bit.
Yeah. DeMarco doesn't work and play well with others.
No, that was on
that. He's old school. He can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
I love Tawi. But and here's what I love when Tawi was on here. He's got nothing but great things to say about Oklahoma and DeMarco.
Yeah,
it's that Vegas connection.
Professional.
He's good people, man. He's good people.
Yeah.
Hey, he deserves everything he gets, man. I love me some Tawi, man. Shout out to Tawi.
Same here.
I'm gonna watch the rest of this game. Hopefully, they get Penn State.
Yep. Maybe one more down. All right, fellas. I will see you later, Jason. Man, I'll see you probably Monday.
Yes, sir. Talk to you tomorrow.
Old school, back in the woods. Sooner Legend. I'll see you too, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, coach. Thanks for coming,
man. Y'all have a good one, bud.
All right, I'll see y'all later, man. Thank y'all for having me again.
Appreciate it, ATX. Man, thanks for coming
in,
ATX.
See you. Horns down.
Horns down. He got it.
All right. ATX Sooner and Coach Ricks. Thanks to everybody for coming in. That was good stuff. Yeah, I've been watching the show. I like it. And I didn't know who he was until he did something with Big Trap one time.
Yeah.
And I went and found him, and then I don't think he was making as much at that point, but he's been really consistent this year. He's been putting a lot of stuff up. So
I've been following him for about 8-9 months now.
Yeah. No, I like him, man. I think he does good stuff and he tells it like it is. So he fits right in with us because we talk shit all day. So, you know.
Well, as always, Jason, I feel like I have a bag and a toothbrush set up here at Hall of Fame. I always appreciate you having me on. I try not to hog up too much of the mic time. And
no, man, you do a great job, man. We enjoy having you. You know that.
Oh, I know, brother. I just enjoy the fellowship. Enjoy the.
There it is, at Sooner Legend Podcast, right here on YouTube. You can find him at Okie Cowboy. What's the last of it on Twitter?
Okie Cowboy 1969 at Twitter, and I am on IG now.
Ooh, there we go. On IG, he's going up. He's coming up in the world, folks.
I'm coming up.
On IG.
Yeah, let me pull up my IG and I'll give you my handle for Instagram.
Me too. I don't do. Nobody follows me hardly on IG though.
Me either, fuckers.
Yeah. Oh, I have followers. It's just like almost. But I don't pay enough attention to it.
My IG handle is Sooner Legends 65.
Sooner Legends 65. And his stuff will be in here right now.
Yeah,
too.
I'll start putting it.
I already put it in I've got it in the description here already, but I'll put it at the top because I didn't have it tagged in the top, but there it is now. Guys, make sure y'all do all that. All right. Thank you everybody for coming in. Kimberly K, Nathan Campbell, Stephen G. Appreciate all you guys. Mr. Dilligat, Satterfield. Yes, man. Hey, yeah.
Always a shout out to Mark.
Yeah, man. I love these guys. Marcus. Hey, I love them all.
Me too.
Even the ones I bust you guys' chops. I appreciate you always coming in here, supporting the show. Make sure you hit that like button. We've had 1,000+ people in here already. We've got 32 likes. Would love to get to 10% now. So sub to the ATX Sooner as well. Absolutely. Charles Crows Fly High, Scott Christopher, Just the Hat, Zofix. Let's see who else we got. Coach Ricks is in here before he came in here, and then Bagman, of course, Ryman Lemon, Satterfield, Nathan Campbell. I'll probably say you guys' name a few times. It's all right. Make sure I do it. Stephen G.
I was on the chat before I came on.
Mr. Dilligaff. Yeah, I know you were. You always are. Sooner Cowboys. I'll even throw you in there. Mars Jams, our boy. Love Mars Jams. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody for coming in. Coach was in here as well. We don't want to forget about that. And I'm just got top chat. I could be missing somebody here. Let's see. Who else? Adela was in here. Don't forget about Adela. Love Adela. We've been missing her. We've been missing her.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Nathan Campbell. All you guys. Hey, thanks everybody for coming in. Marcus was in here as well. Make sure you guys get over there and check out. Hey, that channel. If you guys haven't gone over and watched Marcus Dent's channel, it's good stuff, guys. It's good stuff. They talk a little smack, but they're always kind of talking about which games and stuff, all the SEC stuff, really. And then of course they do some talk about recruiting and things like that too. And Marcus actually, I think he's in charge of for the U.S. Army All-Star game. He's in charge of the camp part of it or something. Instruction, I'm pretty sure is what it is. Good dude, man. Enjoy him, man. We've been enjoying having. We probably have him back on here Monday or Wednesday as well. I always enjoy talking to all you guys. Charles, yeah, appreciate you guys, man.
And Jason, I want to personally thank you for giving small guys like me and ATX and Coach a voice on your show, man.
We're all there at one point, man. It takes doing what you guys are doing, hitting that button every day to continue to that's how you grow to get to 4,000. I don't know how many people. If I hadn't thanked you already, you hadn't been on when I was thanking everybody, I will do it again. Let me just throw that thing on the bottom, as a matter of fact. But we hit 4,000 this past weekend, and I just wanted to tell everybody again, thank you for that as well. If you shared us, if you've hit that like button or you're a subscriber, man, I didn't think I'd get 4 people to follow this channel. I'll just be honest with you. So to have 4,000 people that do it, but I had people like, hey, I was fixing to quit my channel in Big Trap. I was doing a live and then nobody was in there. I was like, I'm done with this shit. Done. And Big Trap pops in there all of a sudden. And next thing I know, a bunch of people were in there. He went, told a bunch of people on Twitter. They came on there, and he kept me going. He kept me going that night, or else I wouldn't be doing this right now. So I try to help as much as I can to anybody, but man, you got to do it. You got to do it on your own either way, though.
Yeah, you do.
But
Jason, you've been a big mentor to me on my channel. You're one of the reasons I do it, brother.
Well, I appreciate that, man. But yeah, I appreciate that. But you got to you're one hitting the button too. And shout out to Mike Boganowski. Love having him on the show as well. It's been good stuff, man. When are you gonna let what happened with Mizzou? You gonna let him get away with a donut? Oh no. I told you they weren't even mid this year. I knew it. And look, how it took 7 weeks for USC to do what I said they were gonna do. Get that 4th loss. See if they can get 4 more wins now. Because that 8-4, woo, it's liable to get real hairy around there.
Mm-hmm.
Tebow's in deep shit. Tebow's in deep shit, man. Get back.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Jason, I'm going to slide out, brother.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I'm going to jump in the shower. It's always good being on with you, brother. Love the Hall of Fame member family.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. I do too. We're enjoying it. My podcast is I Don't Give a Damn, Boomer Sooner. Charles Crows Fly High. Do you have a podcast? Because I will go and subscribe immediately.
That's a good
one of the good ones. Love it. And I know you don't give a damn. You've been saying some shit. Coach, hey, thanks for coming in, Mike. We'll see you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother.
Later. Mike the Legend from Sooner Legends Podcast. Thank him as always for coming in. Yeah, and all you guys again. If I hadn't told you already, love you guys, man. Thanks for coming in. I need to check that email. Did my T-Boomer, anybody seen T-Boomer in here? Or I need to go check that. We'll be doing some more giveaways, but I'm trying to figure out how it works. You have to actually pick it out. So what we'll do is when I give a giveaway next time, I'll tell you what it is and you can pick which one. But y'all should be in there checking it out. hofmedia.us/pod-merch. That's our merchandise store. Lots of cool stuff in there. Lots of cool gear like the black horns down hat, incognito horns down stuff right there. Good stuff, man. You got in there and check that stuff out. The easiest way, though, is to make sure you hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. We'll see you all on the next one.